Hi everyone, it's Alana from Cloth Nappy Workshops, Melbourne. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to adjust the size of a nappy. If you have the OSFM nappy or one size fits most. For me, when I look at these nappies, I can tell it's adjustable just by the amount of press studs visible here. So this nappy here is at its largest setting. So none of the rise snaps are clipped together. And this wing tab is snapped to the furthest most waist snaps. Here, the waist snaps are the top two rows. And I can tell that by the tab here having also two press studs. So let's open this up. When I adjust the size of a nappy, I like to take out any of the absorbent inserts just to make the adjusting that little bit easier. So let's do that now. One of the benefits of adjustable nappies is that as your baby grows, you can just change the size of the nappy rather than having to move on those smaller nappies and purchase additional larger size nappies. You've just got the one nappy that grows with your baby. So just to recap, when we are looking at a nappy, I look at the tabs here and I just check, is it one or two snaps here or Velcro? And if it is two snaps like this one, it means that it fixes to the top two rows of snaps here. In this particular nappy, it's great that it's color coded. It's very helpful for a video like this, that the waist sizing is represented by the different color press studs. So this is the largest waist setting, which is the darker blue. Then a little bit smaller is the lighter blue. Smaller again is the pink, then yellow, and then the smallest waist setting is actually this light blue here, where you would fix the wing onto the very small setting here if your baby is young. Anything below that line, that represents the rise snaps, which when folded together and snapped, make the nappy overall shorter in height to fit a smaller baby. So let's do that now, where we make this nappy from the largest size to the very smallest setting that it comes with. Here you will see 3 raised press studs. What we're going to do is snap those to the smallest, the furthest away indented snaps. So let's do that now. Snapping the first, snapping the middle, and then lastly, this raised one with this indented one here. Let's make that a little tidier. Now the nappy is the shortest it can be. Just while I'm at it, I'm just going to tuck this fabric upwards at the front, which not only makes it look neater, it makes the inside of the nappy fold in a way that is a little bit more snug. Okay, now we're going to make the waist setting the smallest setting this nappy comes with. So I'm going to just fold these front tabs under to represent how that might be wrapped around a baby's tummy. I'm going to get these 2 press studs here on the back wing and clip it to the lightest blue, which is the smallest waist setting possible. Okay. That's the first snapped together. Now I'm going to do the other side. And there we have it. This nappy is now on its smallest setting. I have done these symmetrically. However, we don't need to necessarily fix them symmetrically. So sometimes you might find that as your baby grows, you may need to have a little bit more room around the legs, but keep the waist at the same setting. What I have done now is I've just snapped the bottom press studs on an angle. What that does is it creates a bit more room around the leg, the baby, whilst maintaining the snug fit around their tummy. Opposite would be to, I'm going to undo them all. The opposite would be to keep the bottom press studs on their smaller setting and make the waist snap at the very top be on an angle. There we are. So you can see that the top row here is snapped on an angle, giving baby more room around their waist and maintaining the snug fit around their legs. Of course, if you have a Velcro nappy, they can be fitted at any increment along the waist because you're not limited to where these snaps have a predetermined gap. So for Velcro nappies, you do tend to get a more precise fit. Okay, I hope that video was helpful for you.